Good time.
Hello everyone and welcome to Monday. I went to the doctor. I had the blood work the other day. What day was it? A few days ago. I had blood work a few days ago and came into the doctor today to get the results of the blood work and also to talk about just a myriad of other things. Actually, when I normally go to the doctor, I only usually have like a reason to be there. Like I have like one thing and like, hey, here's this reason. Today I had brought like a laundry list of things because there's just been a bunch of little things that I've put off. I'm like, yeah, this is fine. And then today I was like, I'm just gonna do all of the things at once. So the first thing I want to say is that I have the results back from my blood work because we needed to find out if the Crestor was going to lower my cholesterol, and it did. Like, not just a little bit, a lot. Like, my numbers completely changed. My LDL had been 182 and is down to 84. Like, it dropped 100 points. My cholesterol total also dropped, as you would expect, like 100 or more points. In other words, all my numbers are like beautiful again. And that's great. That's super great because what that means is that it was honestly kind of the thing I always suspected is that my diet is okay. The things that I'm eating are fine. I don't have an extravagantly like cholesterol rich diet. I'm eating like pretty normal stuff, and everything that I've been dealing with my high cholesterol is hereditary. And I knew that, but this was also a little validating too, because this shut down all of the hereditary problems and allowed me to kind of see my cholesterol as it actually is for the first time. So the Crestor worked. I do have to stay on it like forever, obviously, because if I don't, then the cholesterol will go back up. I've described it in the past as like a bouncer at a club. So most people have a normal bouncer that's like, hey, you can't come in here, and it keeps their cholesterol in check. And my bouncer for my entire life has really needed glasses and hasn't had any glasses. So taking the Crestor every day is like giving him glasses, because otherwise he just lets in whoever. So it's working, and that's great, and I'm excited about that because I didn't change my diet at all. Like I very deliberately didn't do that for the last 6 months, just so I had a very clear understanding of like what was happening. So yeah, for the foreseeable future, until something notably changes, I'm going to stay on the Crestor and not think too hard. I mean, obviously, don't eat garbage. Eating garbage is bad, but like, I don't have to make any notable changes to my diet, which is nice. The one downside, I will tell you, is that I just did blood work a few days ago, and today, after talking to the doctor, they were like, we need more blood work. And I don't have any problems with blood work. I don't have any problems with needles, but I've never had blood work so close together. Like I just had it a few days ago, right? Like 2-3 days ago or whatever. And, they stuck me again, and I got clammy. I don't ever get clammy doing blood work. And, I felt my entire body get clammy, and I was like, this is weird. This is not how I normally do things. And I didn't like feel super faint, but I felt a little faint, like just a little bit. I got a little sweaty. And, I checked out and I came down here, and I think I'm gonna sit in the parking lot for a little bit before I drive, because I'm not feeling super fine. In fact, I may not even go home. I may go to like a fast food place and just sit and eat something, because I don't feel super great at this moment. I wish Mal was with me. Mal wishes she was with me too. When we got up this morning, she was feeling really sick on her stomach, and I prefer to have her at doctor's appointments because I forget things sometimes, and I forgot things today because I wrote down what I needed to talk about, but I was getting asked questions about like my past and like past health issues, and like I could not remember. So that sucks, but there's nothing I can do. But I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay. I'm gonna sit for a bit and then go get a McChicken or something.
Like when I first
Is it
saw
good?
Hard Mountain Dew, I laughed really, really hard because I thought it was
It
a joke.
tastes like Baja Blast mixed with malt liquor and artificial sweetener.
Yeah,
I don't love it.
This is awful.
Oh, well, I don't know who put it in the fridge. I hope they're not watching or offended.
Josh or Dan.
Look,
I think
sometimes
Josh brought it over. Maybe it was Nick. Who knows?
I don't know. Anyway, it's been in the fridge, and I just wanted it to go away because
That's why you put it in the front.
yeah, it just needs to go
I'm just
away.
I'm just here trying to help.
It's one of the
Thank
worst
you.
beverages.
You've ever had in your whole life.
It's just it's
It's
not
up
a good
there.
beverage.
Yeah,
Like,
it's up there.
Wow.
if you really want to snub somebody when they come over to your house.
Yeah. Screw icing somebody. You should Hard Mountain Dew them. Ice would be a.
There's only a few of them, and then they'll go away,
Yeah.
and then they'll be gone.
I'm here. I'm helping.
I appreciate it.
You made dinner, so I'm drinking your gross drink.
Appreciate you.
I haven't
Thank you.
even had a Mountain Dew in like 15 years.
And now you return to them with this. Alex and Haley are joining us for dinner. If they can keep the dinner down.
I gotta do it for my country.
No, yeah, the aspartame or whatever it is, just the longer you go, the worse it tastes.
Boy.
It makes me nauseous.
Yeah, every drink, every sip.
Yeah, I don't love the fake sugars. Like I can drink them. Like Mao cannot drink them. But they also make you sick, right? Like they make Mao sick. I don't mind them, but I don't prefer them. So
I need like a chaser for drink.
there are more drinks. Anyway,
It's getting cold.
it's not. It's
No,
definitely not.
Definitely
It's
not.
it's extremely hot. We're doing some of the ravioli lasagna from Costco. We're going to be watching Josh tonight because Josh is doing more Earthbound. So I'm excited to see where he gets to. He last left off, finished the first Sanctuary. We'll see how far he gets tonight. Josh, and I mentioned it last time, Josh is struggling a little bit, not with Earthbound necessarily, but more like the concept of RPGs because he's not played a whole lot of them.
He really loves running into things with no health and also not saving.
I forget
Yeah.
how
You have to.
I've played a lot of really cool indie RPGs recently, like JRPG inspired games like Chained Echoes.
Yeah.
And like a lot of JRPGs now, they're so streamlined. Like they automatically heal you after battle, and everything is like balanced a certain way where you like don't have to grind or you can't grind.
They've very much gotten rid of grinding. Like,
And Earthbound isn't at all like an intolerably difficult game to get into or anything. It's just like still in the Dragon Quest mold where you have to like heal after battles and
It's a pretty easy RPG as far as RPGs go, but if you have no background in playing RPGs, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
And he's struggled a little bit, but also he'll get
he's
it.
done remarkably well.
Yeah, it's actually.
He is blessed. He is blessed. He has been doing things that he should not be able to do, and he's just like, oh, that battle was pretty easy, and we're all like screaming.
It's like attempting battles at level speedrunners attempt them, hoping to get through.
And he just gets it.
doesn't.
Getting perfect RNG.
And I'm like, I couldn't get this RNG during Ancient Cave. I couldn't do it.
He's doing really well in a way that's personally upsetting. But
I think the Onyx Police Department is going to wipe the floor with him.
I think he's going to die a lot
forward
today.
to this.
But also, when he dies, he'll start to pick up the RPG stuff because he spent his entire life playing like 3D platformers. So this is like the opposite of that. So he'll get better.
This is why Chrono Cross was ahead of its time. That's the other PlayStation RPG I'm very into. It's that same composer. Coincidence? I don't know. Anyway, Chrono Cross ahead of its time because it was a JRPG that you don't have to level grind in. Like you can, but like you don't have to. And it heals you at the end of every battle. ahead of its time.
I don't trust any of
He
you.
knows about
Oh,
the
you should
directional thing, right?
not trust us. Everyone in chat was like, "Yes, you should fight more mushrooms."
Yes.
Oh,
Trust
yes.
any of you.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited.
Y'all trying to keep my. Oh, scatter some pores. It did not work on this.
He's already been spored.
The realization's gonna be good.
Now what?
Now, nothing.
Oh, did one of the mushrooms actually make it work? Oh, I didn't. Now what? Mushroom on my head.
You got an accessory?
I'm mushroomized.
Yeah, just enjoy.
Yeah, just try
Chat,
it.
what have you done to me?
Just walk.
Just go.
Chat, help me.
No, you're good.
Chat, what did you do
fine.
to me? What did you do to me, chat?
This is wonderful.
Oh. Wait.
How long until it takes effect?
Come on.
Come on.
No, I still don't know. Oh.
There it is. There it is.
Oh. Oh no. Wait. Ah. Oh no.
Right.
No.
Oh,
Trust
God.
Chat. I didn't trust chat. Not even a little bit. I knew something was gonna happen here. What the f? I can't. I'm just hold on. I just gotta sniff this tree.
Another very fun evening, getting a chance to hang out with Alex and Haley and watch Josh play Earthbound. Again, really love to see people experience Earthbound for the first time. There was an interesting thing that occurred tonight that I'm sure I probably knew at some point, but it's been so long since it happened to me that I forgot. And I don't believe that this will count as a spoiler for Earthbound. It's fairly early and it's fairly minor, but in Earthbound, once you get into Tucson, you meet two different inventors, Orange Kid and Apple Kid, and you talk to them. You continue to explore the town, and you can make investments in their creations. And then as you leave the town, you find a very strange statue that is blocking your way. And what happens is, if you have, invested into one of the inventors, you go check the statue. Whenever you're leaving the area, you get a call, and the inventor has come up with a solution for this problem, inexplicably. The trigger for that event, the trigger for the call, is when you are leaving this area, leaving this cave. And it has been so long since I have done poorly at Earthbound and played in a non-optimal way that, I didn't know what would happen if you missed that trigger. And tonight Josh missed that trigger. He went and checked on the statue, but then he died before he got back to the cave. And I realized in that moment, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. And because you wake up in the last place that you used the phone, you saved the game, which was the hotel. And I was like, is he going to get the call when he exits the hotel? And he didn't. And I was like, so Josh doesn't know any of this. Josh is just playing the game. And I'm watching this and I'm just thinking, I don't know what's going to happen. And it slowly dawned on me. I was like, does the game, the game expects you to be in that very specific point? And it does. And that's actually kind of wild, because to me, that is a scenario where a new player could really get stuck for a long time, because I'm putting myself in a new player's shoes. If they walk all the way to Peaceful Rest Valley and they see this statue, they can't get any further. They know that. They're on their way back and they get killed. They're no longer in that area. What is their incentive to return? They already went that way. They already went all the way to the statue. Why would they go back? In Josh's instance, Josh had died while he was over there, and he didn't know that he had seen everything, so he went back. And he only got a little ways into the cave before he was like, I'm going to turn around. And because he then exited the cave, he got the call. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, that's something that a new player could very easily miss. And that could be super frustrating because you could just wander around forever and be like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, until you went back into the cave and then came back. So I don't know. Maybe I've never seen that before, right? It's possible. Maybe I've never died there. So like, it's just fun. My point of telling you this story is that your old favorites can still surprise you, right? Like Earthbound is a game that I've played so many times. I mean, like start to finish so many times. And I have played like the ending of Earthbound, the final boss fight, 100 times. I mean, just a ton. And yet, when I play it again, when I watch other people play it, I still am bound to learn something. And that is so cool. That is very, very cool. And I think for a lot of people's favorite games, especially if they're like a role-playing game and they're kind of dense with dialogue and stuff, like you're bound to find something that you either forgot about or that you missed. And that's very neat. Because we were all on the couch, and when I realized what was happening, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. And Haley was sitting next to me, and she's like, I also don't know what's going to happen, because I was like, the trigger's outside of the cave, right? And she's like, yeah, it's outside of the cave. And I'm like, well, then what happens? Is he going to get the call outside of the hotel? He didn't. Oh my God. Is the trigger just there? It is. So it was a fun moment. I really liked that. And again, Josh, none the wiser, had no idea like how easily he could have just missed all of that. And like Chad is watching, there's an audience, so eventually we could have steered him right, but it's just wild that a new player could experience that. Anyway, all right, that is it. I gotta go to bed. We got a breakfast stream in the morning, and tomorrow is Mal's last full day here. She will be we haven't talked about it on the vlog yet. We'll talk about it soon. She's gonna be gone for a few days, and I'll talk about that on Wednesday probably. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?